Good afternoon. This is Dr. Randy Short. This is the 26th day of October 2020, and this is a flash Coonbuster alert. Again, this is a Coonbuster alert. My Coonbuster alert is for my hometown city of Washington, D.C. The current mayor of Washington, D.C. is a woman named Muriel Bowser. I call her Bow Wow. And Bow Wow is one letter short of another five-letter B word that would suit Bow Wow or Bowser. This woman, along with a radically LGBTQ DC City Council, has looked and is working to pass legislation wherein a child as young as 11 can be vaccinated for COVID without the parental consent. Uh, Understand, I repeat, what the law that I believe it's either going to be passed, has already been passed, means that if I'm 11 years old and I want to take a vaccination, I don't even need to tell my parents. I can just get it. That means they can vaccinate all the children that they say don't have parental consent. Now, what you need to know, aside from that violating patients' rights, parents' rights, and everything else, and also it being a precursor to them vaccinating seniors and violating their rights. This new vaccine has problems. Uh, Several people have already died, and there is a substance in it, one of the additives to the vaccine, that causes paralysis. If these children in my home city of Washington, D.C. are vaccinated, probably in particular the black male ones, like what's happened with the polio vaccines that have caused, and measles that have caused hundreds of thousands of black children, primarily male, to have autism, this new vaccine will cause paralysis, definitely, and possibly death. This is a genocide project brought to us by radical, lesbian, feminist, Democrat. They've got one in Chicago. They've got these broads everywhere, and weak, moist men. The days of pretending that people's private lives didn't influence their politics is over. So what you have is a gay genocide of heterosexual black children, black gays and white gays together, killing black children. Same folks that want abortion and eugenics now are going to just kill your children. Sit back and let it happen. Pretend that because someone is perverse and they call themselves a trans man, a trans woman, that somehow they're A-OK and there's no problem with that. There's a problem when it comes outside your bedroom. It gets into school systems, bureaucracies, public policy, and law. This is what's happening in D.C. If children begin to die and get sick, I at least took the time to try to warn people. Only one city council person that I'm aware of has said no to this. This is Trayon White of Ward 8 in Washington, D.C., Southeast Washington. The rest of them have gone for this garbage. Of course, their kids are in private school, or they don't have kids, or the only kids that they do have is in bed, but not as parents. Imagine this. This is like communism, stealing the rights of parents over their children. But when the kids are sick or have paralysis, will the state take care? Will Muriel Bowser, who looks like Arsenio Hall without a mustache, is she going to hold your child's hand when they are incontinent of urine or feces, or when they need help? I don't think so. And my big question to Muriel Bowser, are you going to vaccinate your adopted child in as much as you're not trying to have regular procreative intercourse with the man, which you haven't, so don't say that you do. Would you give that adopted child? I hope it starts off as a girl. I hope it stays, but then again, it's you. What's going to happen? This is happening in every Democratic stronghold in the country. D.C., by the way, under Bowser, has had the highest rate of gentrification and black displacement of any city in America. If they can't get you out, then they kill your children. Be a coon. Support Bowser. Be a coon and support blindly Democrats that support eugenics, abortion, pedophilia, transsexuality, but not jobs, housing, healthcare, good education, and freedom. I just can't stand coons. I, I hope people wake up. I hope people stop being stupid. Get real serious. Marvin Gaye, distant cousin of mine, used to sing a song, Save the Children. It's left to us to save the children from these perverse, deviant, pro pedophilia, pro abortion, pro gender dysphoria, and sexual confusion mafia. There's a petition on change.org. If you want it, reach out to me. I'll send it to you. We need to say no. We even need to recall the mayor of DC, and we need to recall any city council person that voted for this, or either they need to take their vote back. I'm Dr. Randy Short. I could care less who doesn't like my message. I'm angry today, and I stand with children. May not have any, but I love them. The children are the future, but they don't have much of a future if they have no rights, if their parents have no rights, if their grandparents will probably one day also be vaccinated, whether they're family members with power of attorney know or not. This is an incredible power grab from a psychotic and vicious woman with a whole bunch of deviant people who are protected by the media that won't really tell us who they are. This is a coon buster. Wake up, wake up. Don't let them vaccinate you. There's some things in the vaccinations, they're additives that are unsafe, that cause paralysis and potentially death. It's either God or Bill Gates. Who are you going to follow? Be a coon buster. Go with God. Let this very strange man and his money and all the wicked people who want to vaccinate and kill off billions of people, let them be something that you don't follow. Dr. Randy Short, I'm out.